tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. This will be taken very short. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
Block 15!
Bandit! Bandit!
Hey, Delta!
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Hey, Rocket!
Watch out!
On second down, Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 31 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. The first down throw here for Rivers. He's going to sling this deep down into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Brandon Cooks, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, this is Williams. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, it's Williams. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Set, 390.
Squeeze, double. Tight end right.
White, 89.
On 3rd down, Rivers. They got him in. It's Woods. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Bravo. Load it. Load it. Cluster.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Now Rivers. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
17 more yards. That's another.
190.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Easy.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rivers. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
380.
It's a gain of 4. Exit 3rd and 6.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Black 15.
Watch the screen. Pass. Kill.
White.
Hey, turn it up. Check 9.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Collectively, great defense. It takes all 11, especially down here toward the goal line.
The call comes in, and the call essentially says all 11 have to make a play here. You have to show toughness. We just saw it there.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out here in the eye. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll run it with Williams. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. He's letting it fly. It's caught inside the 25.
We play.
A huge play that time for the Colts. 57 yards.
First down, Indianapolis.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Move.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jamal Williams. An 80-yard touchdown, and the Steelers have taken the lead. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On third down, Newman. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Looking to throw. Newman. It's complete to Drake. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kenyon Drake. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Williams. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, Charlie. 58, 58, 58.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Switch. Blue draw, Corker. Red Delta. Left. Watch the shift.
Rivers to throw it. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Looking for Woods that time. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down, it's Drake. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To throw on 3rd down. Newman, flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The kick by McManus is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The handoff to the right side. It's Drake. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll try to run for it with Miller. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Scott Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent.
And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. This time, the extra point up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. At their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive. Newman. And an alley to run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
First down, Indianapolis.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Newman. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones. On third down, Drake. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him as it is. It'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Check three, check three, check three.
Keep it skinny.
From the 36, Rivers. And Woods has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. On first down, Williams. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Williams. And some space here. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jamal Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now here's Rivers. He'll bring his guys up, and they'll go for the 2-point conversion.
Watch the safety. He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Left.
They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, Newman. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 2nd and 9, Rivers. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Check. Cross.
61. Matchbox lights. Red.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A gain of 10
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey, 79! 79! Hey, Delta!
Rivers taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On 1st and 10, Newman. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Check 31, check 31. Check, 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 check. 81.
To throw again, Newman. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Check route 80! Block 15!
Tight dog.
White!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
180.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
25, check 25, check 25. Check 50, check 50.
Hey, 79! 79!
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long.
12.
Let's see. Hey, alert 3.
80 weapon. Hey, Delta.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5. They'll roll him out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Just like that.
From the gun on 3rd down. Newman. This is caught. It's Cooks. Well, that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And an alley to run. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Scott Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
You got that right there. It's three. Check three. Hatchet.
They'll try and run with Drake, and he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Heavy on the edges.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
On 1st down, Newman. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
At their 49-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Check 52's the mic. You go night-night. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. I hope you brought your lunch. 52's the mic. Mike 52. Mike 52.
Small.
Hey, what's the ball? Mike 52. Mike 52.
Throwing on second down. Rivers. Right side complete. That's Woods. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Block the team.
Got to do better.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
Watch Mike. All day, punk.
Hey, easy. Hey, my 7.
Cut. No. Check that. We want Mike 52.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's coming.
Right back to Drake. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On first down, Drake. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Running, it's Drake. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On third down, Drake. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Let's go. Fire ball.
On 4th down, Newman. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end.